you saying?
I was saying that, first of all, I wasn't rejected.
Mm-hmm.
I think that me, myself personally,
Mm-hmm.
I know what it is that I want,
Mm-hmm.
and I know what it is that I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for me to draw that line from wanting and not wanting.
I got you. But depending on looks and the way somebody looked to you, that's like a cutoff.
No, not necessarily. I think the attraction part, the physical attraction, is what draws me to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I'm drawn to you, then I can learn more about you. But if I'm not physically attracted to you, then no.
Well, so this, like we were talking about, are we going to be transparent today?
Yeah.
All right. So we were talking about you
Mhm.
and a little home invite, right? But then,
Yeah.
but then it went from physical attraction to I don't want that, or no, I can't deal with that, or whatever the case may be.
It was familiarity. You know, when you're familiar with something. So say I was familiar with the person and we had did things in the past or whatever, but that familiarity was different upon taking a closer look.
Meaning the clothes down, off, and everything.
Tomato. Then I wasn't interested.
Right.
Yeah.
So you lost interest.
Yes.
Okay, I got you, because of the way a certain person looked.
I
Just be
wouldn't say
for real. Call a spade and just be honest.
I wouldn't just say the way that the person looked. Maybe attributes of the person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So one part of the person just turned you away.
Yeah.
Even though, like, say for instance, even if her heart is good, even if she's a good person, that just one part just took you away.
Didn't get that far because in the past, it was just a physical thing there.
Oh, okay.
It was understood.
Okay. Would you say that you're vain?
No.
Okay.
I would say that I'm confident in knowing what I want and not shaking, not, you know what I'm saying?
Not wavering.
10 toes down on what it is that I like and what I don't like.
So say for instance, you got Ugly Betty sitting over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then Ugly Betty got a good old heart. She got goals. She got things going for her, all the things. Just because Ugly Betty is ugly, that means we're done.
No, how do I know she have a good heart? If I'm not physically attracted to her first.
So without physical attraction, there's no way to get to know anybody.
There has to be an attracting factor. Because two people just don't run up on each other. I might see you in the grocery store, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Good morning. And then from your introduction, deciding if I'm interested or not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
You know what I
So
mean?
say for instance, I bump into somebody at the grocery store and I say, excuse me, like that. So I'm not attracted. He's not attractive to me, but I'm attracted to attractive to him, right? So then if he's ugly to me and he thinks I'm cute and he tries to holler at me, then I'm like, yeah, I'm good, doing good. How are you today? Does that conversation not even take place?
With me?
Yeah, with you.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't take place. I mean, it takes place. Hey, how you doing? I can talk like that, but anything that more in depth about, about us going out or, stepping out and having a drink or something like that. No, because I know what I like and I know what I don't like.
Okay. What about you, Cam? I mean, seriously,
It's
he was over here just talking.
A preference.
What?
It's a preference.
So, okay, hold on. So you told us a little bit ago that someone told you, what did you tell us that she said about you?
She said that I was handsome. And then she said that
but start the story over. Start the story over.
Okay. So there was a young female. Very
young
nice.
Lady.
Young lady. She was nice. And my sister and cousin, they were at my job. As I was approaching them, my sister was like, Tammy was like, look at my brother, thinking he cute. And the girl was like,
So she was letting you know her truth with her,
I don't know. I think she was saying that more or less for them because I hadn't walked up yet.
Okay.
So saying more or less for them. So instead of in that moment addressing it then, I was talking to my sister and my cousin, so I addressed it later. And I asked her, I was like, so you don't think I'm cute? General question. She was like, no, you're handsome. I said, you're right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And then she said, it's just something about you that irritates me. And I was like, never heard that before.
Oh, wow.
I've never heard that I've irritated you. And she said something about personal space. In the past, I've been known to be touchy feely or, hey, how you doing? Just like that. Maybe I invade personal space, but
You do. You have no boundaries.
with my siblings, with my sisters, you have no personal space with me. Like I can hug you whenever I want to, even if you don't want me to.
And yes, you're absolutely right. So do you not see yourself doing that with other people? Not the hugging part, but like not having personal space. Like I need 50 feet at all given times, even from you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even from my children. I will hug my kids. I love my children, all the things. But if we're having a generalized conversation, please give me 50 feet. I don't want to feel your breath on my face. Scoot back. So if she felt like there's something about you that irritates her, all right. And then it's your personal space or you violated her personal space. So did the irritation go farther than that? Other than the personal space?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So she said that you irritate me.
She said something about me irritates her.
And I said, it's probably because you are, what did I say?
You said arrogant.
Arrogant, yes. I said, because you're probably arrogant. And you were like, no.
No, I don't think I'm arrogant.
Wow.
At all. I think that I am confident, and
There's a thin line, brother.
There is.
Cam, do you think Bo's arrogant?
I'm arrogant.
For real? Do you think you're arrogant?
No, I don't think so. People think I am, but some people think I am.
You and Bo act totally different. Now, however Bo wants to believe, y'all act totally different. Like Bo starts a conversation out, and I'm just saying, bragging, right? You do, Bo.
Can you give me an example of that? Because sometimes y'all say I'm bragging, and me, I'm being specific.
Okay, so just a little bit ago. So everybody was like, oh, Cam, we like your shoes.
Right.
Bo says, because Cam says, yeah, I just kind of bit the bullet and went ahead and bought the shoes. Right. Then you said, yeah, I did. What did you say? I used to do that too. I spent like $1,500 or something on a pair of shoes.
No,
what did you say?
He was talking about he just went and bought like 5 pair of shoes.
Right.
And I was like, man, I remember when I could do that.
Right.
And then I said that would be like $1,500 to $2,000 for me because for the simple fact of how big my shoe is. I didn't think that was bragging. I thought that was just being specific, different shoe sizes. You work a 12, right?
13.
So 13. So the difference between the prices in a 13 and an 18 is almost, it is.
I understand that. But did you even specify that? You just threw out a whole number of money. But you didn't even specify shoe size.
I didn't have to. It's understood. I know what size he wears, and he knows around what size I wear.
So you don't think that you're arrogant at all?
No.
Okay.
I will say this. I don't think he's arrogant, but I don't think he minds being the center of attention.
Who? And don't.
That's not being arrogant though.
No,
some people don't mind. Like me, I don't want to be center of attention at all.
Me either. I don't like
and
it.
Some people accept it. And some
Bo
people
loves it.
I don't.
You do.
I do not.
And you do. And the thing about it is, even when you're not the center of attention, you make yourself the center of attention. But you get it honestly from your mother. And I never knew that my sister was the same way. Tammy. The very same way.
I do not. Because at that point, if we're saying that the center of attention, I try to draw myself out of the center of attention. But because
my God,
I am so big.
No, Bo, this has nothing to do with the size of your body, but the caliber of your mouth is what I'm talking about.
Because I think that you like to be the center of attention.
Me?
I do.
Give me an example, please.
Give me an example. And this is the example that I will give you.
Please.
When, say we could be talking about anything. We could literally be talking about, even right then, when we talk about the shoes. We go in the specifics and talk about the shoes, and I'm just saying a price because he wears a 13, I wear 18.
You didn't specify.
Didn't have to because it's understood. This is my nephew.
Well, it's not understood to me because you were talking to the majority of the room, and that was all of us.
But sneakerheads, which we are, we know, you know specifically probably the range of size shoe I wear. I know the same thing with you. So when I look at a shoe, I'm looking at, okay, that's a retro too. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what you said.
Yeah. So we know the difference like that. But in different situations, the reason I feel like you like to be the center of attention at different times is because you are the oldest. So for me, the oldest, it's it's almost like you're saying, like, I'm the one who gonna run this bus. If you don't like it, then this is your passport.
Are you serious right now?
Cameron, could you
Give me an example,
what-
please.
One moment.
Okay.
One moment.
You baby, you gonna run Paul, James,
moment.
and Susie's. Come on.
Cameron, anything that I'm saying, does it sound far-fetched? Is it far-fetched? Can you is there a general understanding of what I'm saying about your mother that you can comply with?
With us, yes. With y'all, I don't know. But with her kids, yes, that it happens.
So
sometimes.
with y'all, I have to be the center of attention.
I don't know about center attention, but like
That's what he just said.
Your way or the highway, yes.
So
for sure,
listen,
I will agree with that.
Okay, when it comes to my children, probably so, because number one, whatever they're trying to do, I've already done it.
Right.
So I try to tell them what not to do. Now, do they listen? No. And this is why he says, if it's not your way, it's the highway, because I've already seen it. I've already done it. And I know the outcome. It's going to be the very same. Nothing in this world changes but the day and the year. Whatever has been done, it is a repeated cycle. So why not help your child to understand these things? That does not make me want to be the center of attention. That makes me want to help my children and not for them to hurt or suffer behind anything that I know is going to be a bad outcome.
But do you at the same time, do you realize that we can only give our input to different individuals?
So true.
You cannot make anyone do anything, because sometimes experience is the best teacher. You can only say, hey, you should do this, you should do that. What?
Go back. We got this. I need to know how I'm the center of attention.
Oh, I think you like to be the center of attention because the center of attention / leader of all things.
I'm not a leader like that.
I think you put yourself in that position to be the leader or the center of attention, even when maybe you shouldn't.
Give me an example, please.
An example of you being the center of attention.
What did you just say? You said that I put myself in that situation even when I shouldn't. Right. I need an example of how, so that I can see, so that I can correct. The first thing that hey is admittance. If I know that I've done it and you can give me an example, I can admit to and I can fix it. But I need you to show me how.
How you like to be the center of attention.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For example, let's say
this is like the second or third time I've asked you.
Yes, I'm getting specifics down.
Please do.
Yeah, because you asked me and you don't give me examples, but we pick over
I
that
can give
to
you
get
some.
to mine.
I did. I gave you the shoes.
That wasn't valid.
Okay.
That wasn't valid at all. But anyway, center of attention / leader of all things, my sister Kamisha. Okay, let's say at the house, because at mom's house, when we're there, there's you, there's Tammy, there's me, there's everyone there. We have points, and you and Tamron, the oldest and the youngest, there is a debate between the two of y'all when y'all are saying the very same thing, but only because one person is saying it louder, they feel more righter when y'all are saying the exact same thing.
That's not true.
I was there.
What day was this and what happened?
It was you and Tamron. Y'all, we were in the kitchen. I think it was something as slight as like some chicken or potatoes or something like that. It was just both of y'all were saying the exact same thing, but y'all were arguing at each other, and that made you both the center of attention for saying the exact same thing. Okay,
so you're trying to take a disagreement that we had to make it be the center of attention?
No, leader / center of attention. This is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You. Yeah, just not then, but in all aspects, I feel like that. Okay. For you at times.
Okay, I disagree,
sure.
But I hear you.
I
hear you. You know, we are family, and so we agree to disagree.
Okay.
That's right. So Cam, who do you think out of you and your siblings fit the bill as number one, if anybody conceded? Number two has to be the center of attention, or number three has to be the leader. Who out of you and your siblings? And then once you do that, let's talk about the whole entire family. Let's just break this down.
Yes.
Because me personally, I feel like Bo gets a lot of this from Marianne. So let's just see. Who do you think?
The center of attention.
Oof. Who has to be right there in the center of attention? And when I say center of attention, I mean like Bo. You know, we always bragging about something.
Never bragging.
Yes, you do. We always bragging about something, or we have to like somebody's talking about something. Then we have to like trump it a little bit. Prime example is this. At my house, we had family dinner one day, right? So was it at my house or was it at mama's? I can't remember. But anyway, we were having family dinner. I'm trying to cook or trying to take care of the plates or whatever the case may be, putting the food out or whatever. Bo is in my face with his phone talking about his apartment. See, sissy, let me show you what I got. And I'm trying to go between hot pans in his phone to show me his apartment, right? I said, that's nice, brother. Really nice, right? So I'm thinking you're going to catch my hint because I'm really trying to maneuver around you. And then I'm really not saying too much of anything, thinking like, I don't want to hurt your feelings or I don't want to say, Negro, get that out of my face because I'm over here trying to cook. Well, anyway, so he continues to say something. So then at this moment, I kind of silence myself thinking he's going to pick up what I'm laying down because I'm really trying to get this food out and I'm really trying to do what I'm supposed to do as far as like the dinner is concerned, but he ain't picking it up. I don't know if he's not wanting to pick it up or if he just doesn't care. So with that, who do you see that's like Bo?
I'd say I don't think Chris is conceited, but I think it would have to be Chris because when we're at family dinner, him and Bo like they talk.
Yes.
And then it's just like we listen and it's just like, okay, now like they sound like similar.
They do. They really do. So Bo always takes pride in you looking like him, but actually in the actuality, Chris and Bo, they're almost the same. We had a whole family dinner at the house where Daddy and Chris, like, they were not having words, but they were talking about a situation and they were not agreeing, right? And so then Chris was like, well, Papa, you say this, you say that, blah, 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 blah. And then Daddy going back at Chris. Chris is going back at Daddy. So they're just having this back and forth conversation, right? So then Bo steps in and Bo says something, and I'm not even outside. So I happen to go out there, and then I can hear them talking. And I'm like, hey, we're going to have a good day. We're going to have a good Sunday, and we're not going to, y'all be quiet. Just let it go, and we're going to be okay. Now, was Chris wrong? The way he was talking and the tone he was in, yes, he was wrong. Now, then Bo comes in and we're talking, and Bo says something along the lines of like being Daddy's protector or whatever. And I said, Daddy doesn't need protecting because Daddy knows exactly how to handle Chris. And yes, it does get a little loud every now and again, but Chris knows to be quiet. Chris knows that he's been, or not to get to a point of being disrespectful. Daddy doesn't need us to protect him. Now, maybe later on down the line when he gets a little bit older, but Daddy is still very much so a powerful man. You know what I'm saying? With his mouth and with them hands. And so you just have to just kind of focus on what's really important at that time. And that to me, we're going to have a lovely family dinner. Ain't nobody finna get mad. We're not going to get upset. We're not going to be arguing around here. So I felt like that did something to Bo. It made him feel some type of way. Did it not?
No, my only thing was with that right there, it was that the tone.
Yeah, for sure.
And for me, the tone is two individuals can be talking and have the same ideas or whatever. That's my nephew. That's my dad. I'm from a different generation where my tone doesn't even reach that level when speaking with my elders. So I would rather jump in and say, everybody just chill out because disrespect could be felt two different ways. Because, like I said, that's my dad and that's also my nephew. So in my mind, I don't know what happens like that, but I play out two or three different ways of a situation before it even happens, even sometimes when it doesn't. So say, for instance, Chris and Daddy, they're talking or whatever, and they're getting loud or whatever. If I would have said, Chris, if I would have been rude or disrespectful and said, Chris, shut the blank up, then you would have said, hey, Chris, Bo, don't talk to my son like that.
No.
I'm saying if I would have been rude and disrespectful, cussing him out.
No.
First of all, I wouldn't have did that. But if my son was older and you did that, I would say, there's a way to talk to him.
Right. No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have, because number one, Chris would have said something and y'all would have had a whole situation.
Right.
My thing would have been, I wouldn't have said, don't talk to my son like that. I would have said, hey, y'all need to chill out.
Right.
Chill out. So I would have said something to both, not just to you. Because in situations like that, two people are wrong.
Right.
So for tone and the way that you said something to him, I'm not going to sit up there and be like, don't you talk to my son like that. I'm not going to do that. I've never done that. But I do say, hey, we're not going to do that today. We're going to chill out.
Like
right. We're going to chill all the way down. Calm down. We're going to have a good time over here, and we're going to have some good family time. So no, I'm not going to do that. I don't feel like I have to be my son protector against his uncle. I feel like I can say, both of y'all need to just chill out. Let's calm down and let's have a good time. And if y'all can't chill out, separate. You go over here, you come on over here, and let's just do what we need to do, because that right there to me is uncalled for.
Right.
Just like the same way with Daddy and Bo, with Daddy and Chris that day. You know, it didn't get disrespectful, but the tone was rising. And I'm like, we're not doing that, because Daddy is grown.
Right.
And that's his grandson.
Yes.
Right? That's my kid. I didn't correct my dad and tell my daddy to leave this boy alone. I said, hey, we're not going to do that, y'all. Not today, we're not. Daddy, leave him alone. Chris, you be quiet. Don't talk to my daddy like that. So I'm just like, we have to do that. We can't, I just can't sit up there and be like, don't you do my son like that. I'm not going to do that.
And see, that, and to me, that's like I said, that's another situation, like, I guess playing something out, even if it doesn't happen. I know that we have different individuals got different, you know what I'm saying, frame of mind and how they would do it and how they would say it.
Yeah, but we all know the cutoff limits when real, when it comes to family. We know the cutoff when it comes to my daddy and to my mom. Now, I have definitely spoke to my mom. I'm not going to say in a strong tone, but I have spoken to her in a strong tone, not disrespectfully, but I'm just like, you remind me so much of her sometimes, to where it's just like, can I please get a word in edgewise? Because when you take over a conversation and you don't give somebody else the opportunity to talk and get out what they have to say, then, oh my gosh, it's just like, why you got to control the whole entire room? Let somebody else say something. Let somebody else feel how they want to feel, or whatever the case may be. And honestly, maybe you don't do that as bad as she does, but y'all have it the same.
And that's what I'm saying. By us being, you know how we say our children are us at different times? I feel the same way with parents and stuff too.
For sure.
I see a lot of mama. I see a lot of daddy in
of
you,
course.
and I'm sure you see the same thing in me, and vice versa with all of us. You know what I'm saying? I think we all, and I really don't.
We ain't trying to get analytical.
If I am this way, then I don't really, maybe it is that I don't see it. Because I like to answer things completely so you don't have a question about it. And then
I think you just like to hear yourself talk sometimes.
I don't.
I think
a
you
lot
do.
Of the time, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the times, even say in like podcasts, or even when I record doing the poetry or music or anything like that, I refuse to go back and listen to it because I don't want to hear myself talk. I honestly don't.
I understand that, but when I say that, I don't mean like go back and listen to yourself talk.
Right.
I mean that somebody can ask, hey, is that strawberry cake good? And that strawberry cake is good. And then Cam say, yeah, that strawberry cake is really, really good. You will say that strawberry cake is real good, but if you add whipped cream on it, put some fresh strawberries on it, maybe a little strawberry drizzle on it, maybe put it in the oven for like 15 more minutes.
So detailed, literal.
No, absolutely not literal.
Person,
absolutely not.
Sure.
No.
I'm literal.
Bo,
yeah,
you are. I'm gonna give you
fault.
literal. No, but sometimes do you not like when it is that way? Do you read the room? Does people kind of shut down and not talk, or do you don't pay attention to what's going on in the room?
I absolutely pay attention to the things that happen in the room. But I feel like you said, if everyone's talking and they have a chance to talk, if I'm getting my point across and this person, like, they just die down, I'm still getting my point across. So if they die down, that means they're done talking or they're done listening, but you continue to talk? They could be done talking.
Oh, Lord. But you're not done talking.
I'm not. So you continue to listen.
That's why I say.
Or tear apart from the community.
Man.
I mean, because I don't have a problem with how people feel about me.
I know, and
Yeah.
I don't think that you have a problem with how people feel about you. I don't think so, and I really don't think that people have maybe even an issue, with you
Mm-hmm.
all the time. But sometimes you can be a little much.
Right.
I'm just being honest,
And
and I
feel like
think you know that.
I don't. I heard people say that, like you and Tammy, but no,
For real. So
no.
listen. So if we say it, do you not think that we're being honest
I wouldn't
in a
necessarily say.
loving, nurturing type of way?
No, I feel like you're being honest, but I feel like
It's just our honesty and not
that
yours.
kinda
Okay.
like that honesty is connected to the way you're feeling for today. That honesty is connected to your emotion of how your day or something went. That's how I
Okay.
feel,
I got you.
honestly.
So is this called like a reprobated mind?
A reprobated,
No, I'm just
no. I
playing.
would say,
Oh my
I was
God.
finna go
Woo,
into literal what a reprobated
Jesus. You
mind
hear
is.
me? Not today. Not today,
I'm just
saints.
a literal person because I feel I don't want any question to be unanswered, or I always think of what if.
Okay. So listen,
Mhm.
if you were talking to me,
Yes.
or if you were talking to Cam and Cam was like, okay, I'm done, or gets up and walk away and you continue to talk. And if I say, Bo, shut up,
Hmm.
would you take that to heart? Would your feelings be hurt?
No. I would
You would
look
just
at
keep talking?
no. Who would I be talking to if he left?
I said him, but
Oh,
I'm still here. And I said, just shut up.
oh, I was probably look at you and laugh.
Okay, so with that, do you think that helps or hurt a relationship, like with the opposite sex, not like relationships within your family, because we just deal with you because we love you and we keep it moving. But do you think that the way that you are now hinders your relationships with different people?
No, because me in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and me not in a relationship, but completely different person. People, in a relationship. I am very much a giver, and I pay attention to what it is the opposite person I'm with,
Mm-hmm.
what they like to eat, what they like to do, and I'm a caterer. Like
Mm-hmm.
if someone's around me and they're in a relationship with me, chances are they probably don't do anything unless they want to, because in a relationship I just want to make the person that I'm with happy, and
Okay.
that makes me happy in
Okay.
turn.
I totally get that. And I think in every relationship, honestly, this is the same thing that everybody wants to do. I don't think anybody wants to make anybody unhappy. I don't think that anybody wants to hurt anybody on purpose. Same thing for you, right? In your relationship, you want to make that person happy. But I remember you saying one time that we were doing Would You Rather or something like that.
Mhm.
And then you were like, well, I can't answer these questions
Right,
because
right.
I'm a giver. But I know you can't give everything away. Sometimes you want to receive something.
Yeah.
And
But
I'm not talking about sexually.
yeah,
I'm not talking about anything like that. But if you're giving all the time and you're never receiving, is that even an equal relationship? How long does that even last? Cameron, what about you? If you're giving to Kendall and Kendall never gives to you, how long do you think that's going to last?
Not
And I
much
know
longer.
we're not materialistic
Mhm.
people. I'm not.
right.
Maybe you.
Me,
Are you?
no.
Okay.
No, I'm not a
All right.
materialist.
So I just feel like if Cam is giving to Kendall and Kendall's never giving, or I'm giving and no one's ever receiving back, I'm like, listen, what's going on here? Why am I always the one giving? I'm giving this, I'm giving that, I'm giving my time, I'm doing this, and then you're not making an effort to give just a little bit of that back, a little bit of your time back. And I'm not even talking about monetary things,
That's what
but
I'm
I'm
saying.
like talking about time. So if that's the case, you still good? Because that on that particular podcast, you were like, "Yeah, I'm good." I'm
And
like, "Ain't no way."
And that's what I'm saying. We have to define giving, because for me,
We ain't gotta define
time.
giving.
Okay,
How? What do you
me
mean?
when I say giving, I mean time, effort. Like as far as I mean, like if we can sit here and have a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
sit here, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't cook dinner, you didn't ate, and we watching a movie. We didn't did that or whatever. Like that's given to me. Washing dishes, folding clothes, and all this stuff. That's just something. Those are just things that I'm used to doing myself all the
Mm-hmm.
time anyway. But time and effort, that's the biggest givers for me. I'm not like you said, not monetary things, not material things. But if we're here together and
Mm-hmm.
I make you happy with my presence and vice versa,
Mm-hmm.
that's what mattered to me.
Okay. So
Time, effort,
I
like
got you. So it's your birthday.
mhm.
And her birthday, you've went all out. You've done all the things. You've come up with all of these situations. You've done, not even like gifts, dinner, surprises, bubble baths, different things like that. Your birthday, you get nothing. Not even a happy birthday. You ain't feeling no type of way.
If we're being honest.
You ain't feeling no type of way, yes or no?
Maybe I'm feeling some type of. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I haven't been in that situation to where that it would be different.
Okay, I understand. Maybe you haven't been in that situation. Hypothetically speaking, as you say, would you not feel some type of way?
Possibly, I could possibly.
Yes
feel
or
some
no, Fred?
You want me to tell you something that I'm not like? If
Cameron, would you feel
no,
some type of way? Absolutely, that's truth. You can't tell me that I've done all this for you and on my birthday, I don't even get a happy birthday? Ain't no way. At least say happy birthday to me. Go to the Dollar Tree, get a little card. And I did say I'm not about materialistic things nor monetary things, but it's just your actions of you saying, hey, happy birthday, hug, or whatever the case may be. Then you say nothing to me. Yes, I'm going to feel some type of way. And if you telling me possibly maybe, you're not telling me the 100% unadulterated truth, because you're going to feel some type of way that you went all out to do something for somebody that you care about and love, and then they did nothing for you, and they're supposed to love you and care for you. Boy, don't play with me.
So let me ask you this. Within a relationship, with you in a relationship, and we taking the same scenario with someone that you care about, your significant other, you going all out for them, and then they don't do anything for you, right? This is your relationship. So let's put your relationship as your second family, right? And let's go with your first family. On your birthday, what happened with your family?
Usually on our birthdays, we have family dinners.
Family dinners, everybody get together, and we happy birthday, sing happy birthday, all that. On your birthday, what happens? What normally happens?
Same thing. Just
him and his cousins go out. They have a good time.
Go out and all this stuff, whatever. Now, y'all tell me what happens on my birthday. I mean, if you can remember. I mean, everybody knows what my birthday is,
right?
But what happened on April 10th on my birthday?
Your birthday was during the week.
It was on Thursday.
Okay. So you got happy birthday bows from all of us. We got text messages to you. Since it was during the week, we did not have dinner, but didn't we have Sunday dinner?
No, we didn't.
Oh, it was a bye week.
Yes.
Did you not go out?
Who, me?
You.
By myself?
No.
I went out by myself.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you feeling some type of way about that?
No, I'm just saying. The reason why certain things don't affect me, because I take it family first, and relationship is a second family to me. So if it doesn't affect me in the first relationship with the family, then it's harder to affect me in the second one, because I hold the family closer than I would hold the second relationship. So if the first one doesn't affect me, the second one can affect me.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Well, I understand that, but I don't think we had family dinner for my birthday either. Not this year.
I'm just saying, and I'm not just saying for my birthday, I'm just saying period.
That hurt you, didn't it?
No, it doesn't.
I think it did.
It doesn't.
It has to. You brought it up to our attention, so it made you feel some type of way.
I say that because that's every year for me. On my birthday.
No, it's not.
On my
not every year.
I've been gone.
Yeah, you've
from
been
y'all
gone for a
like
while.
10 years. So you know what I'm saying? So with all of that, for my birthday, it's always just me. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't affect me because it always happens.
I think you're telling the story. I think it affected you.
We're
gonna do family dinner for your birthday.
It's good. I'm saying
we're gonna get a cake and everything.
My birthday, the last time I got a cake for my birthday with my family, I was 10 years old.
We ain't no cake.
Yes, we did. My mama made me a cake. We still stayed.
I'm talking about me.
No, I'm just saying that's the last time I got a cake for my birthday. I was 10. And that don't, I mean, if the family part don't affect me, then it's impossible for a member that's not my family to affect me on anything, on any feelings.
I don't think
because
that's true.
Because I can just shut it off.
I don't think that's true. But I don't think that's true. But we're going to have a birthday party for you. I'm going to tell y'all the address, where to meet us up at, and everything else, because we're going to have a birthday party for Bo. It is late, but we're going to have a birthday party for him. We might go to iJump. Who knows? Well, we're going to have a birthday party for this big guy. I don't know, Bo. I don't I don't take that 100. I do not, because honestly, you expect things from your family, but you also expect things from your relationships and from your marriage. I don't believe that, because number one, if Cam was married to Kendall, then that's your family right there.
Right.
That means we celebrate one another. I just don't think that because we don't celebrate a birthday on the family side of things, that means that your family, your made family with your spouse or whatever the case may be, doesn't celebrate you. That's not true. I think that they're supposed to. So if we don't as a family,
Right.
that means you done got old and we okay. And family dinner could have just fallen on that particular Sunday, because we do it every other Sunday. But if somebody that says that they love me and we're in a relationship together didn't celebrate my birthday, unless you were Jehovah's Witnesses, a witness, and we're not, then celebrate me on my birthday.
So that's the difference. That's the difference between me believing you love me and you like me. You could be in a relationship with somebody and not even love them.
True.
Y'all could have strong likes
For each other.
and the efforts that people put into things will let you know if they really love you versus just like having you around.
This is true. I totally understand that, and I totally agree. We don't want to get all serious on this episode and
No,
all
we
this other
just
stuff. I don't want you to cry. Don't do it.
Cry.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, it's just not funny to me. But it is funny to me how, sometimes you being the baby brother and Cam being the baby boy, how you guys are somewhat alike, but then totally different when it comes to like emotions and different things like that. Right? So Cam can cut people off real quick, where I feel like you don't. I feel like you kind of hold on a little bit, thinking that things are going to be okay, in which I do the same thing too. I think you do, until you get to a place to where, you know what, this ain't going to work and we're done. Where Cam was like, oh, that's a strike? Okay, we don't get you in 3. You got to go. Where you and I will give maybe 1 or 2 for you, and me, I'll do 3, 4, or 5. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we are different in that way, but still alike in that same way, because we do give people opportunities and chances to improve or to show us the real them, if that makes sense.
If I really like you, like, it happens, but I can say in my 43 years of living, like, I can recall that happening maybe once. And I know the individual's names, but besides that, other people, I'd be like, okay. I might call it off.
I got you.
For any other reason.
I got you.
But there has been a time to where, like, I was like, okay. All right, it ain't gonna happen. So.
All right. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate yourself?
On what?
On looks, attitude, women
10.
Want you. Okay. What about you, Cam?
Give myself a solid 7.5.
Okay.
8.
I got you. See what I'm saying? There's a whole difference here.
I speak confidence in and out my life. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you. That makes sense. And I like for people to be confident in their own skin, because there's way too many times where people are not confident. There's way too many times where people make them, like, shame them or make people feel, like they're not confident. Now, I'm your sister, and I can say whatever I want to. And because you already know I love you regardless, I have my opinion, and you have your opinion of me. So sometimes we disagree, but yet and still you already know that I love you. But baby, when I tell y'all are some of the most confident men that I've ever seen in my life, especially you and your brother Joe, okay? My brother, my oldest brother. Y'all are very confident men. And so it's just that type of thing. And I don't know if I've ever seen that type of confidence from people. Well, there's been people that are really confident in their own skin, and it just exudes from you two. You know what I'm saying? To where it's just like it's just like out there. So it's just like no matter what anybody says, your confidence level is just where it's supposed to be. And I like that. But sometimes I'm like, will you just shut up, please, and sit down somewhere? But that's just us, and that's his family, and that's how we do it. But that's just me, brother. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You're a trip to me, though, for sure.
I'm not a trip.
You're what are you?
I'm a vacation with a K.
Oh my
Check out my book. It's on there.
goodness.
That's one a phrase that I've always had people be like, "You a trip?" I said, "No, but I'm a vacation with a K." In my book.
Baby, you heard it here, folks. Okay, he's a vacation with a K. My God, my God today. Well, anyway, I've definitely had a little fun. I've had fun with this little episode. Cam, as always, really didn't talk too much, and I guess we were just talking to one another because we were just like battling it out, talking about how we feel about this situation, and all the things like that. So we've come to the conclusion that Ron, aka Vacation with the K, is a ladies' man.
I just say that
Do you feel that you are?
I don't. Someone mentioned to me today, they was like, "So are you a lover boy? Are you a fighter? Are you a protector?" I was like, "I'm all of that."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you say it like this? I'm all of that wrapped in one.
Nah, I was like, "I'm all of that." I was raised to be all of that.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure, for sure. I totally get that. Daddy definitely raised you to be a protector. Definitely raised you to be strong. You know, and then Mama was the one with the love and all the things, and there was Daddy too. What about you, Cam? Do you think? Do you think that? Do you think you're a ladies' man?
I don't know. I really don't know. I
got you. You just go with the flow, do what you do.
Yeah, just you. Me. And whatever happens, it's just a result of you being you, right? Feel me?
I got you. I got you. Well, I know that this is the end of our episode on today. I've had a good time with you today, little brother. And you there, little son. But we always leave with a positive. I don't know what the positive is going to be today, but we're going to leave with a positive for everybody. I don't know if it's for the little guy that sits in the corner who thinks that you can't get a woman. I don't know if it's for the little kid that people call nerds. I have no idea. But we're going to leave you with a positive on today from Ron, a.k.a. Vacation with the K. He's going to exude his positivity and his all the things onto you so that the next time you have a dance or whatever the case may be, you will be confident in knowing that who you are. Go ahead, Bo. Take it away.
To you. To you in the corner with the lights out. Be you. Don't matter what no one says to you.
Amen.
You be you. The person that you want to be, the person that you feel like you need to be. You speak life into that situation.
Amen.
You speak life into who you want to be, what you want to do, and stand on that. Thank God for it and stand on it.
That part. Don't let no girl tell you you can't do it. Go ahead and do it. You hear me? Go ahead.
Amen.
Cam, you got some confidence to share with someone? You have anything you would like to say to someone out there in the corner with the lights off?
I would just say confidence is key. It is. You got to, like you said, you got to speak it into existence.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be delusional.
Yeah.
To make it happen. So
there you go.
Confidence is key, man.
Turn that light on. Turn that light on.
Do
Come
you
up
hear
out of this
me?
corner.
That part, baby. The light on. You can't hide. I totally understand that. This has been a really good episode, really fun episode for me on today. So Bo says, hey, to the one sitting over in the corner, hey, turn the light on. You don't have to sit there. You don't have to be by yourself. Hey, if you think it, speak it, and let's go out and get it. To the ladies out there with guys that irritate you, to the ones that invade your personal space, to the ones who have all the confidence in the world, but to you it's like, okay. Is that what she said, Bo?
Not like that. That wouldn't be me in that situation.
If that's the case, put them in their place, okay, and walk away. That's all you gotta do. Because sometimes guys that have strong confidence and strong personalities, it's okay to ignore, okay, and keep it moving. But if you like that type of behavior, go ahead and open the door to a conversation. All right? All right. And anybody else have anything they would like to say on today?
That's it for me.
Yeah. All right. If y'all see my brother out here in these streets, y'all give him a wink like this. Okay, that means y'all didn't watch the podcast. So you guys just thumbs it up, subscribe, and tell everyone you know about the Let's Talk podcast. We are definitely trying to grow our family over here on this side of the hill. And we'll be back with you with some more content. I know that we've been MIA for a little bit, but honestly, we've been dealing with my mom and she's been a little sick. So that's just what's been going on. So anyway, guys, until the next one, peace.